Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look and see what's going on at the time you watch this video, what the daily energy and advice is. My voice is still kind of not quite back to normal, but getting there. Hopefully it's okay. I'm not scratching your ears. Yeah, let's just jump in. Thank you all, as always, for all your love and support and everything you do for the channel. And as always, keep an open mind, take what resonates as resonates with you. And feel free to check out any other video on the channel that you feel drawn to. All right, what's going on? Daily energy and advice for my subscribers. Alright, Oracle energy and advice for the day for my subscribers. Not that one. Oracle energy and advice. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay. So let's see. First card representing the influence of the past on our current situation, what has happened before, or what's happening right after you're watching this video and it's starting the timeline, okay, that we're looking at. We have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords can talk about indecision to the point where you avoid having to make a decision because you just don't know what to do. It could also be a situation where someone's in denial. They don't want to look at something. They don't want to address something. It could also be with the Two of Swords. Someone is just cutting everyone else off, spending time in solitude. It's a case of let me make up my own mind. Stop talking to me for a minute, okay? Yeah, in today's energy, the Two of Pentacles. So going from the Two of Swords to the Two of Pentacles, this means that someone's come out of some sort of stalemate situation. So either they got some new information or they figured out how they want to approach the situation. Because with the Two of Pentacles, this is where we're getting practical about it. It's like, okay, let's just do the numbers, right? Let's do pros and cons. Let's make a list, add it up, and see what we get, right? But this is seriously entertaining something. And it's like, let's get realistic about it. Let's get practical about it. And let's think about the long-term implications of this choice. Because it could be a case of, do I stay or do I go? It could be a case of, do I go with this or do I go with this? Can I do both? Is there, what can I do here? Back. For those of you, this is something where initially, this is where someone's opening up to the possibilities, okay? Where before they were closed off, like you couldn't even talk to them. It was a flat out no, flat out rejection. Don't even bother, not interested. This is where that person is now going, well, actually tell me more about it and let me think about it. But yeah, see, judgment in terms of where things are going to go. Someone's having some sort of epiphany, some sort of realization. They know what they want to do. They figure something out. They're making some sort of big decision, some sort of final decision, or it's a very significant decision, like I say, with the Two of Pentacles, that's going to be impacting quite a long time, right? If you decades or the rest of your life, or it's that kind of a big decision. In the Oracle, we have by the book, number 11. Yeah, I feel like it's a situation where I get a case of, can I do this and not upset anyone else at the same time? And it might not have been that kind of situation. It was something where you either choose you or you choose pleasing everyone else, okay? So it could have been something like that. Some sort of what felt like an impossible choice, what felt like an impossible decision. To do with having to follow a set of rules, having to do things in a certain way, follow certain expectations. And I feel like it's also that made a decision look like it's impossible. It just can't happen, right? So this is where we get into a routine, and this is what we're doing, and we have obligations and responsibilities and people depending on us and all that. And then a new opportunity is coming in for us. And it's a case of, first you're saying, I just don't have the time. I just do not have the time. But then Either, I don't know, either you review it, revise it, someone's just talking to you about it, I don't know what it is, or you go, well, could I make the time for it? And then you go, you know what, actually, I figure out how I can make the time for it. That's the process, okay? It's something really positive. It's something really uplifting. And so for some of you, this will be regarding integrating something into an existing routine, into an existing pattern, into an existing process. You're adding something and you're figuring out how to shift the other pieces around to where it fits, right? For others of you, it is figuring out, I feel like it's figuring out your own way of doing things in a situation rather than what other people tell you to do or how other people have done it before you, and it's just not been working for you, right? And this is you going, I know that's what you're telling me. I know that's what everyone says. It's not working out for me though. Is there a different way to do it? And you might have actually been presented with or come across or had an idea about a different way of doing things. That's not necessarily by someone else's rules, okay? But it would work for you. It's not necessarily, it doesn't say you're breaking the law. That's not what I mean. It's more to do with expectations and how things have been done before, and routine and tradition, that sort of thing. Hopefully you're not breaking the law, but it's definitely has a feel of making something your own. Doing it the way everyone else has been doing it is not working for you. And this is where you're going, is there a different way to do this that would work for me? And maybe you're calling someone up and going, you know what, I know I said I didn't have the time. I could spare this amount of time. Could we do something with that? Right? It's that entertaining and negotiating. Okay, and it leads to some sort of breakthrough, some sort of epiphany, and some sort of fresh start. That's going to have a very positive impact in your life. Or you're advised to look at things in those in those terms, right? Because we have the 11 here talking about new beginning. And this is saying there's more than one way to do things. There's more than one way to do things. Just because something works for someone else doesn't mean that's what you're supposed to do as well. Just because it works for a bunch of other people, that's not to say it's supposed to work for you. And if it's not working, there's something wrong with you. Do you see what I mean? Or your approach or your understanding. But this is saying it's time potentially to carve your own way, to make something your own, tweak it, add to it, change it, take stuff out. Because that's like the missing piece. That's why it's been stuck up to this point, because it's something that doesn't quite fit in the box you're trying to put it. Do you see what I mean? So it's a case of, well, tweak that box or get a different box. So having that higher perspective, having that bird's eye view and that higher understanding that, oh, okay, so I've been trying to follow that process. I've been trying to apply that process to this situation, that routine, that tradition, that way of doing it. And that's exactly what's been blocking things, because it doesn't apply. It doesn't fit. It doesn't cover it. Right? So let's see, we got cards flying. We have change. A change of residence, partner, career, or job is on the cards. You're restless and in need of a change, and that is exactly what is coming your way. Definitely. A change in approach, a change in job, places, people, situations, right? Because this is the choice here. We have love. Love is in the air, a great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. So for some of you where you've been closed off to love, this is where something's around you and you're like, well, I don't know. You might have said no and now you're reconsidering, or you might have closed yourself off and now you're going, well, let me entertain it. Okay, because there could be something where there's a difference in background, upbringing, or it's not your usual type of person. Do you see what I mean? And nature. Interact with nature in the outdoors, around animals, farmlands, or by the ocean. This will be good for the soul and healing for you. So spend some time in nature, meditate, contemplate, clear your head. Again, just isolate yourself and you figure it out for yourself. Stop talking to everyone else. You need to figure it out for yourself and what makes sense to you. It's time to stop asking for opinions and asking others for advice, and rather looking at, what do I want to do? How do I feel about this? What am I thinking about this? Okay, is what this is about. And it could be a big decision to do with love, but it could also be a big decision to do with career path, where you're going to live, what you want your life to be. Okay, because it's a realignment, it's an adjustment. Okay, so that is what I have for us today. Let me know how I resonate with the reading if you do. And if you do, I hope it helps. Okay, I'm looking forward to your thoughts. As always, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.